Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Outpost Frequencies. Tonight we are having a very special chat about not so much an exploitation movie, but just one of the best horrors that's come out in the last good few years. I'm your host, not George Lucas, and with me as always is Sean, and we are talking about the movie Dashcam. Which actually came out last year, but it is getting a cinema release in a few weeks. Now, Sean, you actually put this as your top movie of 2001, didn't you?
I did. Well, 2021, yeah. I did. Because we got the screener for it last year when it was doing the festival rounds, and I watched it and shared it with the fellas, and it entertained me more than any movie last year, and really, I put it in one of my top 3, top 5 horror movies at least of all time. I like it that much. I really do like it that much.
That's going something. I can't say I'd put it in my top 5. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fresh take. Just to reiterate, like I say, we're talking about the movie Dashcam, directed by Rob Savage, who is better known for directing the viral video, really, the viral horror called Host. Which, have you seen Host?
No, I have not watched it yet. You sent me the link the other day, and I will watch it.
Yeah, with it, Host was, again, a very original take on the horror genre of, how we have these horror movies and they're set in the woods, kids in an abandoned mental hospital or whatever. Host was done as a science, but online.
Nothing's going to happen.
Visualize us sitting in a circle. Spirit, we invite you to use us to pass on any communication. Is there anyone there? Please come forward.
And the way it was done was really, really clever. Rob really directed it so well. It had some really good jump scares and some brilliant effects, which were mostly practical. And I thoroughly enjoyed Host, so I was quite looking forward to seeing Dashcam, and Dashcam did not disappoint. What's the story about?
Why don't you sum it up? The last time I tried to do this, I fumbled through it. So
there's a big boat and an iceberg. No, wait, hang on, that's the wrong one.
And So
basically, Annie Hardy, or Annie as she's called in the film, she runs the world's only musical live broadcasting from a moving vehicle music show.
Yeah, band car, she calls it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Annie Hardy, and you're watching Band Car. Another day in paradise.
And she drives around, people give her words, and she makes up rhymes and songs about them, which she's incredibly good at. She's amazing at it. I could.
All of that is improv too.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it was 2020, or it might have been early 2021. Obviously, it was before the movie. Annie, because I've been following her a long time for other reasons, but she would live stream on her YouTube channel, and she drove around California, and she would do what she does in the movie and sort of ramble and rant and do that, and it was very entertaining. When the movie starts, we see footage from what she really was doing. Like, that's not like she sees that homeless guy taking a crap on the street. that is some of the stuff that she really did live stream before I guess she went to England to film,
to jolly old England, yeah. And so basically Annie travels to London to meet up with an old friend,
bandmate,
who she interacts with. I mean, the way that she gets there at goodness knows what time in the morning, and she the old tradition is to spit on your hand and then slap your friend in the face.
Yeah, while he's asleep.
Yeah, while he's asleep. Yeah,
his wife or girlfriend or something.
But then we kind of interact with Annie, and we see her going out with her friend Stretch. She sort of starts kicking off about wearing a mask and everything else.
He's this is going on during the pandemic lockdown, and he is a
delivery guy.
Uber Eats, sort of a Uber Eats type guy, delivery driver. And so while they go into places to deliver food, she, is hostile towards the lockdown rules, and causes all kinds of trouble for him in very hilarious ways.
It's hilarious to watch, but you do keep thinking, I'm so glad I don't have a friend like that at the same time.
I am the friend like that, by the way. That's why I like the movie so much. I would be that guy. Yeah. I could relate.
But anyway, she ends up trying to save Stretch's job by taking his car and doing one of his deliveries. And she ends up basically picking up a passenger.
Listen, I just need you to take my friend somewhere nearby.
This is Angela, her and I, taking a trip.
And then things start going wrong. Because we don't want to tread into spoiler territory, because if you haven't seen the movie, you are in for a treat. And the story pans out brilliantly well, but it turns out that the person they pick up is, I want to kind of say, not of human form. Is that giving away too much?
Yeah, it's very Lovecraftian.
Yeah,
you know, because it's the passenger is, you know. You at first you think like, oh, this is some sort of demon possession or something, but it's more complex than that.
Yeah, it gets a lot more complex, and it builds to quite a crescendo. I think that what I liked about it was, and this is not spoiling anything, but the end of the movie, Annie is speechless. And it's kind of the first time that happens. She's always got something to say about something, but at the end of the movie, she is just dumbfounded with what's happened to her over the course of, sort of an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, exactly. One night.
Have you seen the trailer for it that Blumhouse is?
Shit.
You should go see if she's alive.
I think that it does a disservice to the movie in that it does not let you know that the movie is... It is a straight-up horror, but it is also hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, there are.
And they don't give you any hint of that in that trailer. And I think that might hurt it because, well, I don't know. It might hurt in two ways. It might hurt that people just go, oh, another found footage movie. And they don't realize how hilarious and unique it is.
I mean, Annie in it is... the whole crux of the movie, she carries the movie and she carries it incredibly well. But there's a lot of pressure that goes on an actress with this, and it's kind of strange because she's not really done much stuff before. She has worked with Spike Jonze on a short movie which starred Andrew Garfield and Serena Gilroy, but apart from that, she's not really well known apart from her music, because she's in a band, isn't she?
She is the principal, more or less, of a two-person band called Giant Drag that's been around for a while. I first heard about it. I was on a business trip for work and I was listening to XM radio, and this song come on called "You Fuck Like My Dad," and I thought, what? And then I was like, wow, this is really great. I got to remember this band, Giant Drag. And so I got within some place that had a mall back when there was such a thing. This was in 2006. And I went in and I bought the album Giant Drag Hearts and Unicorns and loved it. And so I started following her music and stuff from then on, and following her on social media and stuff. But so that's what she's more known for. Is she's got a podcast too. She's not too different on that podcast than she is from her hyped up personality in the movie.
Hopefully we're going to be getting an interview with Annie very soon, and hopefully we're going to be talking to her about it, which we're both quite excited about. Coming back to the movie then, what elements of horror did you like about it?
I like the Lovecraft take, that kind of thing. I like the don't know what's... I like, I'm not saying that any other horror is inferior, but I really like that sort of, you're thrust into it, you don't know what's going on, things get weirder and spiral even more out of control,
Hello?
And I really like that, I like that whole, and the sort of, it's not just a slasher or some crazies trying to chase somebody down. It's legit something that you can't do nothing about, apparently.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
It looked like an incredibly hard film to make.
She found us! She's here!
It looked like the cast and crew went through like a hell of a lot in there, but the direction is spot on because with a found footage movie, obviously the sort of main focus is to get those elements of the scares and exactly what's going on, and I think that Rob Savage did such an amazing job with it because there were certain scenes which really kind of like smack you in the face and really sort of like, whoa, at times.
Hey, what was that?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what the
I really forgot that it was a found footage movie several times through it. Because you see she's live streaming herself. It's more, I guess maybe because we've gotten so used to, IRL streamers, as they call themselves on YouTube and stuff, that's not the shaky cam, and it's not shaky cam. It does. That's one good thing about it is you do not get shaky cam. Now there's a couple of scenes where like they're running or something, but overall you don't. It's not that. Oh, I feel nauseous.
That's something that annoys me with a lot of the found footage movies. Particularly, I think there was one. It was called Wreck, which was basically set in the apartment building. And a woman goes to interview people from a news station and stuff. And the professional cameraman all of a sudden just starts, it's like he's developed Parkinson's and has to shake the camera and zoom in and out all the time. And I'm thinking, no cameraman would do that. He would just point and shoot. He's a professional guy. He knows what he's doing. And that's something that always annoys me about these movies. But Rob Savage did this in a way where some of the stuff is like you say, shaky, but he just
appropriately,
he captures the moments that even if it's just like a frame or two, to just sort of like go, whoa, hang on a minute, what's going on?
I mean, you get a lot of footage that's, I guess the camera's set on like a dashboard, obviously dash cam, and so there's no shakiness, and then she streams from some sort of camera, and parts of the movie probably, it's easy to not realize because it's so seamless that there probably is a third person filming them, I think, like blatantly, you know what I mean? Because the gaps in like, we see that she's live streaming, then things happen that cut her internet connection, and we follow along the story. Now, the people that are watching her live stream they don't know what happened, which is hilarious. That's another part of the movie, is that you see while she's live streaming, you see the little chat box going up, and it's funny if you can take a second to read it, because it's
this
the kind
is
of
so
comments you expect from the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fake. Show tits.
Yeah, and that kind of thing.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
but then as they kind of realize something might be happening, you get to see them like, oh God, what's going on?
Yeah.
And but then it'll cut, and they'll miss out, and then it'll come back, and I really like that.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a horror where they tried to do that before, and I can't think of anything where they've had it as a live stream and people have been commenting on what's been going on at the time. I can't think of. I mean, there probably has been.
Probably is, but I haven't seen it.
It's not going to be as big as what Dashcam is, because I think Dashcam is it's such a fresh take on horror. Like I say, I think Rob Savage has done such an incredible job.
There will be so much copycats of that style. It'll, in fact, like the imitators will ruin this take, future takes on this.
It's much like everybody copied the Matrix when that did that. Thing, like I say, a lot of people are going to be copying the same kind of thing and try and have witty comments as they come up and everything else, but I don't think they're going to, nothing's going to come close to it, because it's so incredibly well done. And
her performance in it
really
sells it too.
Oh yeah,
it would not be as fun without her in that, as that character in it.
I was thinking it wouldn't be as much fun if you had like an English person going, oh no, I appear to, they'd probably just give up in the first 5 seconds. But Annie really, like I say, she is quite a grating character, but at the same time you are really with her all the way. And you definitely want to find out what's going on with her. It's brilliantly written, and it's brilliantly directed, and it was
her reaction to everything that goes on is really that's the
Yeah.
like all the weird stuff is great, and the effects are great, but her reaction to it is the real money maker of the movie.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't react in any way that any horror movie characters react. It's not the typical, oh, I'm going to run upstairs.
What was that creepy noise? I'll just go behind that door.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
I'm going to hide behind the wall of chainsaws.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, basically that was just a quick chat that we've had about, but we're like I say, we totally want to big up Dashcam. There is a review by Sean on the last movie Outpost, if you do a quick search for it, where he absolutely loved it. And like I say, I can't say I loved it as much as Sean, but I thoroughly enjoyed a fresh take on horror, and it was a great film to watch. It was really, really good.
Yeah. The highest recommendation, if it's playing in a theater near you, is it going to have a simultaneous VOD release?
But it's definitely one to watch on the big screen.
Oh yeah, it's hard. Hard sale. Go see it in the theater.
It was
go see it.
It was nice that we had a screener of it, and I waited till late and watched it with all the lights off, and it really made me jump in places. But I can't imagine what the reaction of an audience was going to be until I get a chance to see it in the cinema myself.
Yeah. I'm curious too, because the audience does not know what the main character's personality is going to be like. And it's going to be really interesting to see that.
If you go to a screening and you hear somebody giggling in the background, it's probably me, knowing what's coming up, and just sort of, oh, it's a good bit of this. But yeah, no, like I say, I'm not that kind of person. I will quite happily shut up, but it's just going to be great to see, because again, some of the jump scares, I've always said with horror movies that jump scares are a trope. They're like an easy way of just getting a scare out of people, but they are brilliantly done. They're not done in a cliched way. There are sometimes when you're not expecting a jump and it smacks you in the face.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, they're not the cheap, like, oh, there's a cabinet door opening and there's a cat in there.
Yeah, or there's somebody stood behind it, or that kind of thing. And whatnot. So yeah, basically we can't big up the last movie Outpost, can't big up Dashcam enough. But like I say, check out Sean's review. We hope you like this video, and we hope you enjoy Dashcam, and leave some comments below on, if you have seen it, what you thought of it. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, buddy.
Ah!